Are you pure? Then we want you to join the other team. If you're promiscuous, then we want you because the sinners have much more fun. Right, Tracy?
Hell yeah, we
If
do.
you're here watching the show, you're going to have a contact high because I'm sitting next to Tracy from Clash Productions. Yes. I'm getting a contact high.
You're going to get a bigger one. Go get a bigger one before this show's over.
Welcome aboard, man.
Yeah,
Tracy from Clash Productions. And, man, you put together great shows all over Deep Ellum and Dallas.
Man, I just try as hard as I can to make everything as fun as I can make it.
Yes, yes. Get out there and get in the pit. Yes. And you know what? And there's nothing rawer than this punk band you brought along today, and that is Hoodrat.
Yeah, man.
We brought the rat. He's right in front of you there, Joel. That's our rat right there, man.
It's almost as pretty as his girlfriend.
That is your band right there, man.
That's us, baby.
I love what you're wearing too, Asco, man. And I mean, you know, we need to denounce white supremacy in this country.
Fucking
Fuck
all
yeah,
that
man.
shit.
You know, I wore this shit for a reason today with
Yes,
all
it's
the fucking
perfect.
bullshit going on, you know?
It's perfect. I mean, we haven't had a day like this in American history in a long, long time. And I don't want any more of them.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, this is just this hatred is just unacceptable in this country.
Absolutely.
Nazi punks, fuck off. And who would have known? You know, the song they wrote in 1977 or 1980, whenever it was, you know, is now makes more sense than ever.
Absolutely.
God, you play some mean drums.
Hey, man, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
you're just crashing it everywhere. You got to keep it fast.
Yeah, man.
Keep up with his singing.
I really, every time we write something, I'm just like, it's too slow. I'm always like, well, let's make it faster, dude.
How do you do it? With double?
Yeah, double pedal.
Yeah, double pedal, and then keep the hi-hat going.
Keep the hi-hat going,
Yeah.
and I'm all about fills too, man.
Yeah.
You got to throw some cool shit in there.
You got to make the flare and the fills.
Oh,
and
yeah.
all of it, man. That's what
Hell
punk
yeah.
is about. So you get off a little bit sometimes, and then you just got to get right back, you know.
Yeah,
So what?
man.
If someone jumps on stage and they fall into the drum set, just keep going with it, man.
It's happened before, too, man. Believe it or not.
Gonna happen
Was it this
again.
guy?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
It will come though.
Possibly me when I was all wasted. And shit.
Okay, so you're up there screaming out the guitar, and you sort of fell into the drums.
Something like that, you know.
Okay,
what I
that's
can
all right.
recall.
It's punk rock.
Naked,
Yeah.
of course.
Sometimes naked, yeah.
They're not always wearing clothes on stage, are they?
No, Joel. Joel's
Yeah.
the naked man. That's the beaner with a little wiener right there.
That's why we put the magnifying glass in front
Yeah.
of us.
Is it that, baby?
Yeah, well, you know, the whole naked thing, we're big fans of Gigi Allen and whatnot, the
Yeah.
mentor, so we try to have fun with the show and bring the danger back into rock and roll, you know what I
It's
mean?
a punk.
And
Yes.
there's not more dangerous than possibly catching an STD from a meat spin fucking shooting one right at you, so you just don't know, man.
Brilliant.
And you know, didn't he take a crap on stage and then like fling it at people?
He ate it.
He ate
He
it.
literally ate his own. Gigi Allen,
That's
not
rock and roll.
not Joel.
Yeah, no,
not
I'm
Joel.
not
He'd
that
be out of the
brave.
bed.
Turd sandwich, man. You know?
So what I heard is he has like a Garland or a Dallas connection. Is that I don't know? He knocked a girl up and
Oh yeah, Gigi Allen. Yeah,
and
has
that
a
she
kid.
lives in the area or something.
Yeah, she McKinney, if I'm not mistaken correctly. It might be a little bit closer, Plano, if I'm not
Did you get a
mistaken.
hold of her, man? And
No.
invite her over?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, she literally hates everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and says no to everything.
Says no to every request.
Yeah,
Dang.
Oh, well.
especially when it involves Gigi.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah.
What's coming up, man, for Hoodrat? What's the good news?
Well, we're working on our new album. It's gonna be really good, actually. This is our first album we drop as a 3-piece.
Yeah.
Okay, because originally we were a 5-piece band. We had a Pietro.
Right there.
That's us right
Sexy
there. It's a
motherfucker.
3.
Look at those.
Straight
Yeah.
player ass pimps right there too.
That's right. Rock and roll is pretty.
Pretty ugly.
And originally we were a 5-piece band, dude. We had a frontman Pietro. He's a little insane. Just bumping a little bit too many weenies with them, so bumping heads. So after that, dude, we just I took over for the leads and front the band. But so this new album that we're gonna be releasing is a 3-piece. That's gonna be we're still working on it, and we're gonna probably call it Chug Life.
Great.
Kind of like Thug Life, but
Right.
more
Chug
gangster.
Life.
Yeah.
Because pretty much every other song in there is about drinking. So
Partying and shit,
Yeah.
skating.
Right.
with
Right.
with with some great songs such as Beers with Bizzlebub and
Beers with Bills above.
Yes,
Yeah.
my favorite
and
song.
Drink Fuck Skate Fight,
Right.
That's the greatest
Booze
hit.
Abuse,
And we're also working on a new one. We're gonna call Ham and Cheese. It's an inside joke, but basically, one time we were playing at Kingfest, which is like a punk rock camp festival, and a little bit outside of Austin, Texas. It's called Spicewood, Texas.
Yeah.
And this dude was up on stage, naked, of course. And we didn't even have a song called Ham and Cheese, but he just happened to be like, "My name's Sloppy Joe Love Sandwich, and this next one is called Ham and Cheese." And we brought that up recently. We're like, dude, we need to write that fucking song now. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that was a while back.
that's gonna be a good one too. It's we're known to be a little promiscuous back in. I'm married now though, by the way, so I'm out of the game, baby. But so y'all lucked out. Because
Well, I'm
back in
still
the day,
available.
it was all about making some sandwiches. You know what I mean, baby?
I'll catch you back in.
That double meat, ham and cheese, baby.
It's all about making sandwiches.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
that's great. That's great news. Look, I like all these little regional outdoor. Was it outdoor?
Oh,
yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the best. A punk fest, and then you are exposed to a lot of the the good underground punk in Texas and wherever.
Yeah, of course. And most importantly, the skate rock scene. Because
Yeah.
that's basically what we are made of. It's just like all those skate punk bands from back in the day,
Right.
such as JFA, all the good stuff.
Big
man.
Boys.
Big Boys
Boys.
from Austin.
From Austin.
Yeah, dude, just like that's kind of what we fuel on, like skate rock and just keep it fucking going,
Keep it going.
Yeah.
That's excellent, man. All right, so those are some new songs forthcoming. And look, nothing wrong with being a trio. It's made you guys tight, hadn't it?
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
absolutely, man.
So I mean, now almost like every note matters, and there's nothing wrong with that. The tightest bands out there now are 3-piece.
But most of them are, yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the ones I book, the tightest slots are always the 3-piece
Yeah.
bands. Yeah.
We had Electric Vengeance in here,
Yeah,
so-
EV.
Yeah,
I
man.
love those
I
guys.
saw it.
Fucking love
It
those
was
Yeah,
guys.
those are
man.
boys. We've actually been playing shows with them since
Ever
years
since we
back.
started, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for minutes.
And speaking of that, I got to tell you, man, this was hanging in my kitchen for a long, long time. I want to make sure we can see it there.
Make bacon and eggs to Hoodrat song.
Yeah. And so, like, every day for the last few years, I've been seeing your name, man. And you opened up for CJ Ramon, freaking CJ Ramon at Trees. This was a little while back. But, man, that's just totally awesome.
Yeah,
we got a
that's
show
awesome,
coming
dude.
up with MDC pretty soon.
Oh,
yeah, talk to us about it, man. What venues and what dates?
Like I said, man, we are laying low, so we're not really playing a whole lot of shows. Our next one's going to be October 10th at 3 Links.
Yeah, perfect.
And that's going to be, October 8th, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's on the 8th, and I think that's a Sunday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And that'll be with the great MDC, man.
Yeah.
Millions of dead cops,
Millions
baby.
of dead cops.
Or Christians.
Multi-death corporation, millions of dead Christians, like whatever you want to call them, baby.
We make fun of Christians on this show, man.
I know they're delicious.
You know what I'm saying?
Millions of dead cops. God, it's great when I saw their name again, man. I saw that poster. I was like, what?
Yeah,
Hell
dude.
yeah,
so
man.
make sure and make it out to that one. It's gonna be a good ass show, man.
Yeah.
We're actually playing with a Speed Dealer as well,
Great.
and who else is on that, man?
Oh man, I can't quite remember right now.
But you got that gig, but then you're putting together this album, so that's keeping you guys busy at the moment. Is Dallas is better than Austin, isn't it?
Yes.
For
Yeah,
scene,
man.
For,
Oh,
for
yeah.
all this, man. You know, I hear about Austin punk bands, but screw that. It's all Deep Ellum right now, and what I call Deep Ellum is the entertainment capital of Texas.
Oh
You know,
yeah, absolutely.
It's art, it's tattoos, it's food, and it's
Car
venues
shows.
and live
It's
music.
music, good people,
Yep.
fun times, great beer, and you can go home every day.
Yep, that's right.
It's a beautiful place. It's so beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, we don't want any of those uptowners.
I prefer them to stay at home, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
want
also
to
take your money, so come on out.
They smell too nice, man.
Yeah,
We
tell
want
you.
people who smell sweaty.
Hell yeah. Want a little must in there or something. Shit.
Oh man, Hoodrat in the studio, and we got all three of you guys actually here. But I'm sorry
Yeah.
we didn't have room for your bass player who's
Nick.
patiently waiting in the green room. So-
Yeah, he's good, man. You know.
All right. All right.
Sick Nick with the big dick, Bromley. We gave him a shout out real quick, you know.
Yeah, Nick
Sure,
Brownlee
in
is
case
a
y'all
bad
missed him.
motherfucker.
Need some props, man.
He's a
And
bad man.
I don't know if you saw it, but he just put your big logo up on there too.
Hell,
man.
there
there
we
we
go.
go.
okay.
I love
Yeah,
that
man.
one.
There
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah,
Skated.
Tell me a little about that one, man. Did you?
Basically, like the rat bone, the thing, and the rat in the middle.
Yeah.
That's just kind of like, it's originally from Bones, the skate company, Bones.
Yeah.
But you know, like I said, we're a bunch of fucking skate rats, so
Yeah.
we kind of took it and made it our own and made it like a rat bone. And then I don't know if you noticed, but like the H and then the ears are supposed to be the O's.
Right.
And then the you
Right,
know.
Right.
So yeah, man, just like I got that shit tattooed right here in my arm, man.
Look at you.
Yes, sir. All day,
Have
every
to keep it
day.
real, man.
We got found this too. This is this is almost like a rat bone, but
Yeah.
it's our devil horns, man. I lost the other one, but you know, Satan has been in this room.
Yeah.
I believe
He's
it.
sitting right next to me, actually.
I got him some pussy right here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look,
Check that out,
Satan,
baby.
Hammer that.
Satan eating
Hold
up.
on, wait. We got to make sure that gets on there as a close up. You got to do it. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby. Hit that shit real quick.
So Tracy, man,
Yes.
you're at a Hoodrat show. What do you like the most? The chaos, the unexpected craziness that's going to be on
Well,
stage.
if the shirt doesn't explain what I like,
Yeah, there you go.
I like to get heavy.
Yeah.
I like to get hard.
Yeah.
I like to get bloody. I like to make sure other people get the same. Heavy, hard, bloody, fucking fun time, drunk. Let's have a great time. Every Hoodrat show is not one time I've seen these guys in the 50, 60 times I've seen them play. Been a bad show.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
Also,
always-
don't forget that whenever you get hot and you need like some wind, just stand in front of the stage and you'll catch a little bit of
from the flap
from the meat spin.
Yeah.
Joe's meat spin, man. It cools you off
Charlie.
real quick, man. You can go back at it again. Shit.
Joe's beat
That's
spin.
that meat hop there, baby.
He's doing the beat spin while playing guitar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo,
Oh,
get
dude.
this. I've perfected the technique, man. It's the Sloppy Joe meat spin guitar solo, where I play the damn guitar in the back of my head while I'm doing fucking meat spins at the same time, dude. So I'm like, skilla-wee, skilla-wee.
That's right, man.
That shit's just rolling, dude. And
We need some we need some air coming at us.
Right.
Hook it
Exactly,
up.
man.
So yeah, it's pretty fun, man. Yeah.
So you traveled around regionally. I mean, tell me some crazy stories, man. Of,
Oh man, we got
stuff.
plenty of those, man.
Yeah, tell me a couple.
Shit, one of my favorite times that I talk about all the time is this one time we played in Austin, and then afterwards we
You
were
gotta
just-
talk about the frat house.
Oh
fucking
yeah,
Okay.
the frat house
Incident.
story.
Oh my
boy.
god.
Were you playing at a frat house?
No,
No.
we were playing at a venue. I can't remember exactly where it was.
It's Austin. Who gives a shit? Where
right?
Yeah, with some
So-
bunch of hippies or some shit.
It turns out that we ended up going out and partying afterwards and just walking around. We ended up at a co-op. We, started shit there, just being drunk and crazy.
Oh god, we were pissing off the balcony and shit, and like throwing trash everywhere at
just
this
being some hood
fucking.
rats.
Yeah, it was pretty. And, and then remember there was this one party room, right? And the DJ's going and shit, and everyone's dancing. We're over there like dancing on bitches and shit. And I thought it'd just be funny to just drop my pants, right? So like, I'd go up.
was this the birth?
This
birth
was
of?
between.
I think it was.
This was
actually.
just right
Were you
before.
there?
No,
Okay,
I don't go to Austin forever.
All right,
Any
got it.
reason?
So I'm,
Yeah.
have my pants down to my ankles and like freaking on bitches, right?
Yeah.
And they're digging it until they realize that my shit's all out, and I ended up clearing out the whole fucking spot.
It was literally like a bunch of and then next thing you know,
It's
it's
like
like
empty.
crickets and shit. This fool did that, jumped up on stage, still with his pants around his ankles, and fucking
You did?
started doing meat spins, and then he went to the DJ and started scratching. And then, yeah, man, it was fucking funny as hell, dude.
Well, that was just the beginning of the night, dude.
Right.
By that time, there were people who were like begging us to just leave the place peacefully. Like, please, just, we don't want problems. Just please leave and shit. And we're over there like, fuck that. Remember we walked up to that guy in the grill and we like snatched this freaking...
It was a fucking handle of a wine.
Right.
And we just kind of walked up, and he's like, hey, that's mine. And I was like, oh, all right, cool, man. Bloop, 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 bloop. I passed it to Joel and shit.
Well.
And, you know, it just keeps going from there, man.
Okay.
That doesn't even stop there, dude. We finally like, all right, fuck, this party's whack anyways. We walk away and leave completely. And then it was after hours. We couldn't get any more beer, man. So we happened to be walking around and walked right past a fraternity house, man.
Okay.
And there's some fucking meatheads just sitting out there, a bunch of fuck asses. And I happened to walk up to him like, hey, man, y'all happen to have a beer to sell? You know, I was trying to buy me a beer real quick, dude. I still needed a party. And he gets all like, not unless you want the rest of this one. And starts chugging it for $5. You know, we're like, man, whatever, dude. And we like walked away.
Yeah.
As we're walking away, some of his homeboys come out, so he got all tough and started talking shit, right? He's
Yeah,
like,
he's
that's
all
right.
like, that's right, motherfuckers. I better get out of here, this and that. And I was the last motherfucker walking. It was only like 4 of us, and we were walking away. And like that kind of just triggered me because he stepped out, you know, like once we were walking away. So I just happened to walk back, man. I grabbed him by his fucking shirt. I was like, what you say? Well, I just fucking whacked him and shit. And then like 15 motherfuckers run out the frat house, and it just became a crazy fucking...
In other words, a normal night at a frat house.
Right.
Basically, man. Only they didn't expect that about like, you know, a couple of beaners. And
We had the
probably-
homies, man.
We had a couple homies.
Yeah.
We had what? I had my
Eric.
boy Eric, Bruce Bromley was outside, and my homegirl
Cameron-
Angie.
Also Cameron.
It was about 6 of us, and we fucking pretty much dropped everyone in the motherfucker. I mean, we were just kicking and punching everyone left and right. And there was even some people walking by, man, some essays walking by. And they were like, hey, we want some of that. They came
wanted
in
to come
and
on in and
Yeah.
enjoy the action.
come and
It
get
was
some,
crazy,
dude.
man.
People were just dropping left and right, dude. And it was hilarious. Because, we ended up whooping, like, everyone there at the fucking frat house, which was hilarious. And then we walked away, and then some girls came out. So my homegirl had to piece her up and handle down on that shit.
Yeah.
And then the cops come.
There's...
All right. So the story continues. What
Yeah.
happened then?
So then the cops come, right, dude? And then he wasn't with us, you know what I mean? He was with us, but they pull us over like, hey, are you guys this and that? And he's like, I'm not with him. He kept walking.
And it worked.
It
It
worked.
worked. I was
pulled
so
it
drunk,
on.
dude. I was like,
He's over there hiding behind the
bush.
bushes and shit, like, oh man, my boys are getting arrested
Yeah.
and shit.
I'm not with them.
Once I realized it worked, I was like, oh shit, what do I do now? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
right.
even know where the fuck to go and shit.
So
You were suddenly filled with guilt because there's
Yeah.
a
they
band
were
out there
cuffing
with-
my ass.
I didn't
cuffing
expect
you.
it to work, man.
That was okay. So I was the only one getting cuffed, but
Oh, boy.
I annoyed the shit out of the cops. I wouldn't shut the fuck up because I was just in full blown like just
Crunk mode.
still raging in crunk mode, just like, nah, fuck that, dude. Like, these motherfuckers, this is like, you think we're gonna go start shit at a frat house, dude? We just went and this and that and just wouldn't shut
You
the
were
fuck
nice when you asked for the beer to buy a beer.
up. Oh, yeah,
Right?
dude.
Yeah.
And so it got to the point where he was like, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, the cop literally got so
And-
annoyed.
wait,
He
wait, wait.
just...
So then he
He
Yeah,
uncuffed me.
he was like, dude, just get the fuck out of here.
Just get the fuck out of here. I don't want to see you guys because I would not shut the fuck up. So it was
these
just.
dudes, man.
Oh boy.
That was
So he's got a method, man, to his madness.
Yeah.
yeah.
Annoy the
Let's
hell
keep
out of
talking.
you until you fucking get tired of it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so they let us go. That was fun, man.
That's one of 100 stories,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Just from fucking...
That was just a regular night for Hoodrat growing up, man. I mean, we've been in the game since what, 2009, I
Yeah.
think, dude?
Yeah.
2009, so.
I brought her first album.
Yeah, hold
Just
that
a
up.
quick copy.
Look at the monitor right there. Yeah, Asco.
Yeah, there it is.
Excellent.
Dun.
God, it's
Yeah,
great, man.
This
Skate
is
tech.
like the first
For
thing
skate
we
tech.
ever put out. We did it all ourselves. It's
Yes.
DIY as fuck.
Man,
Right.
if you want to check it out, dude, you can. This shit right here is cool as hell. I don't know if
You can't
Yeah.
see that.
that camera probably ain't gonna show that very well, but this is a DIY skate park that the homies Pietro, our frontman at the time, he was building that shit in a private. They eventually shut that shit down when they
Right, I
they thought we were. They thought we were over there cooking meth and shit because they just see a bunch of kids walking
Carrying
past a
buckets and
field in a
shit.
private property
Right.
with buckets and shit at this ditch. And there was a creek there, so we were just pulling our water from there and
Putting
mixing
it-
concrete
yeah,
and
yeah.
building this shit right here, if y'all want to pass
That's
around.
DIY.
Hell yeah.
And that opens up, so
That's
it's
it.
really cool. You can get a little
Yeah.
little sample of our madness, man, from when we were kiddos.
When you were a kid, what?
They're not much
6,
older
7
now.
years ago?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, that's great, man. I love it when there's like a montage, a whole bunch
Yeah.
of pics.
Yeah.
Like that. That's great.
I like
man.
that hand tat, that Hoodrat hand tat. So Pietro also happened to be he was apprenticing to be a tattooer.
Yeah.
So he would give out free Hoodrat tattoos and stuff like that, man. So
Shout out to my homegirl Wawa for getting that tattooed on her knuckles, man. Hit her
That's
at.
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
she's
she
gonna
still
regret
has it,
that,
man.
but
Just got to explain that to her kids later.
That's a great
so
cover,
there's
too,
probably a handful of motherfuckers running
Yeah.
around with Hoodrat
That's,
tattoos. That's kind of
man. Because it was a free tattoo.
you know what I
Our
mean?
boy
Uh,
Bryce, man, he's a good tattoo artist here in Dallas. He's one of the best, man. You know, he did this art for us.
Yeah, Bryce
awesome.
Dallas, we
Yeah.
give him a shout out right now, man. On
What,
this.
is he still tatting?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is one of the
Keep
baddest
going?
mofos.
Where's he got?
No, he's Cedar Springs.
Cedar Springs,
Okay.
yeah. I go to Juan Carlos
Yeah.
myself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that dude's amazing.
Well, as you can tell, punk rock alive and well in Deep
Fuck
Ellum,
yeah.
Dallas, Texas. Yow!
Yeah, man. And
you
we
got-
ain't stopping anytime soon.
Good. And he's got the handcuff story, and then they let him go story to prove it.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he
We're
does.
still here.
I don't know how he does it, but he gets away with a lot of shit.
Well, you know what? I think the cop was smart, man. They got bigger fish to fry than
Yeah,
you know,
man.
it's
They
a
don't
little,
wanna deal with a
little
bunch of
front
fucking-
yard brawl, squabble.
Especially when
in
people
front
have
of
it
a-
coming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, they were asking for
They
it.
didn't want
know,
to.
they
They didn't
bet.
want to deal with a bunch of hood rats.
I swear
man.
we dropped about 15 motherfuckers.
Yeah,
though,
nobody-
and we were outnumbered 2-1.
I know,
Yeah.
man. You guys
Yeah,
put me
go
right
for it.
here.
Go
Right,
for it,
I'm
man.
just
Look at-
saying, bro.
yeah, look at
That
that.
reach around.
Chick's hot as hell.
Damn, dude. And y'all can't get a
Get that
glimpse
up.
of
I'm
this,
gonna
but
have to get naked.
Oh, yeah. Get,
I
get
got,
in it.
I got the best seat in the house, man. Y'all can't even see, but she's got a pretty nice round booty back here, man.
It's great when we get girls to punk shows, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
absolutely,
yeah,
man.
absolutely.
There's
Isn't that the
nothing
best?
better. There's
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
better.
I wa-
Bring your girlfriends with you.
Bring your
Every
girlfriend,
show.
man. Nothing I like more than seeing some goth/punk chick. All of a sudden, the circle
yeah.
pit erupts, and you can tell she's thinking about it, and then just says, "Fuck it," gets in there.
Oh yeah, man.
Absolutely,
Hell yeah,
absolutely.
Nothing
dude.
better.
It's the whole idea. I mean, I book every
Everybody-
show thinking
everybody's
every
gonna
chick
have
with
fun.
titties is showing up.
Good, and good, and
Yeah.
and you know what? There's respect in that circle. man.
Absolutely.
There's
Oh,
respect.
hey, anything goes wrong,
Ain't
we gonna
nothing to
settle
worry
it.
about.
Yeah.
Anything goes wrong, we gonna settle it instantly.
Yeah,
It won't happen
Good.
again.
right.
Yeah.
Right. I always get a little afraid if the floor gets all wet, and I'm thinking, God dang, man, I don't want to slip and fall on top of Tracy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fall, so we're gonna be okay. Yeah, we're gonna be okay. I stand up all the time.
Maybe it is better to fall on top of you.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's safer.
Yeah.
I mean, cushion.
Hey, he's always hard, so you'll have something to hold on to if you slip.
It's just that, I look out at the pit, it's a dry floor, and then you're carrying a beer, and then 2 seconds later, it's not a dry floor.
But
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's one of the things I have always tried to say, man. Don't bring your beer into the pit.
Yeah.
Leave that outside.
Good.
Leave that outside the pit. For
Little-
one, I'm gonna steal your beer.
A little bit
For
of
two,
beer mud.
you go spill beer.
But
And-
nothing feels better than getting a good shove, does it?
Oh
Oh,
God, no,
man.
man. Yeah, you have no idea.
That's
that
it
that
right there.
energy release is we've danced before.
Yes.
Yes.
It's therapeutic. It's exercise for you. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
it's good
yeah.
for your
Stress
heart.
relieving.
Yes, you can leave
Just take
everything.
it-
You
yeah.
leave
It's
everything
Smart-
right there.
Right.
Yeah, man.
You just leave it right there.
Right.
And
You ain't gonna go out and confront anyone else. You did it all in there.
But it's all in the
Yes.
good name of fun, man. Because
Yes.
you know what really pisses me off? This new hardcore age fucking moshing where like motherfuckers are throwing kicks and cartwheels, and
Oh,
we
the
don't
karate shit.
karate on the pit.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
that
Fuck
shit,
all
dude.
that
Put that shit
punching
up.
bullshit.
You know, it's all about having a good time, and
Fuck yeah.
you know, like you said, we'll slam each other and shit. But if someone falls, you pick them right up. It's
Pick 'em
all
up.
about having fun, man. You know,
Pick him up, give him a hug,
I-
and push
I
him
don't-
the other
I
direction.
don't like this whole fucking. It's a bunch of pussies just throwing arms everywhere. Like what's the fun in that, man? That's just like, fuck that. You know,
Absolutely.
we keep it real, man. Old school and shit. Circle pits.
Right.
Fucking
Circle pits, come off the stage,
Oh,
be
yeah.
part of the stage, be part of the
man.
whole show.
crowd
Come out and have-
surfing, anything.
Yeah, come out
Anything,
and have
yeah.
a good goddamn time.
Exactly,
Make sure
man.
that everything's going to work.
Right.
Yes.
Nothing better than live music in Deep Ellum, Dallas, Texas.
Oh yeah.
Nothing better.
Absolutely.
Especially if it's raw street punk, man.
Absolutely.
Hoodrat style.
Hell yeah, man.
Yes. These.
What else do we got to cover, man? All right, so the show on October 8th at 3 Links
Yep.
with
MDC.
MDC.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't miss that one. It's gonna be solid,
It'll be
man.
awesome.
And
Yes.
Great.
we
Yeah,
will
man.
have merch. I don't think our CD might be or our album might be ready by then, or hopefully it is, man. But we still gotta.
We got shirts and buttons.
We
Yeah,
do got
all that
shirts,
good
buttons,
stuff,
and other
man.
merch.
Patches, man. Those
So-
patches are amazing too.
Oh,
we-
yeah.
And mention your Facebook. We want to direct people to your Facebook if they want to support the band.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
absolutely.
Facebook, Hoodrat, Texas. Man, you can reach us there for shows. Send us a message. You know, that's where most of we get all our shows and contacts with people.
Yeah, we kind of do everything through Facebook. And
So if they
It's the
want to reach
easiest
out
way.
to you, just message you on Facebook.
Absolutely.
All right. On
Absolutely,
that, on
yeah.
that
Yeah, man.
Hoodrat TX. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of the three will respond to you
Okay.
pretty quickly. We're not bad at it.
Good. Hey, I saw GBH coming up, man. You guys will be
Oh,
there, right?
dude,
yeah.
That's
hell
just
yeah,
at Links
JFA.
too, right? Or is it at Gas Monkey?
I
Three
believe that
links.
one's at 3 links.
Three
Yeah,
too,
3
man.
links.
What a show that's going to be.
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
Hey,
dude.
hey, don't forget JFA's coming too.
Yeah,
Right.
JFA,
Yeah,
dude.
I mean,
Send me a
JBH
show.
is
That's
amazing.
news to me, dude.
Reagan-
JFA's are freaking gods.
Reagan
dude.
Youth's
Yeah.
gonna be with them,
Bring
right?
those
Reagan
dudes.
Youth.
Yeah,
Yes,
dude.
Reagan
What do we
Youth.
got to
Yeah.
do to get on that shit? The JFA show.
Suck me off.
Oh, yeah.
All
Quick
right,
handshake.
can you line it up though?
Oh, I'm gonna give you a lineup for sure.
I'll suck you up, man, but make sure we're on the bill, motherfucker.
Trey, what else happened at Clashed Productions, man?
Well, right now, man, I'm kind of laying a little bit low. I'm only doing shows here once a month, but right now on the 18th, I got a pretty badass show. I think it's Crop Dust, Silver Tongue Devil. I'm bringing a band from Oklahoma City called Chokehold Stab,
Yeah.
and if you all know Skull Archer, those guys. So it's a 4-band little gig. It's gonna be an awesome ass fucking party at
What
Reno's.
venue? Reno's.
Reno's
Yeah,
always, yeah. Well,
Right.
not always. I do Wits In too, but I'm always looking to book more bands, any death metal bands, any thrash bands. I prefer to do thrash, punk rock, and hardcore.
Right.
But if anybody wants to hit me up at all, man, just find me. I'm always at Reno's every day.
Yes.
Every day.
All right, so look for this face right here at Reno's.
Sexy
And
motherfucker right there.
especially if you're thrash, punk, grind, or even death metal.
I work with anything, but again, thrash, punk, hardcore. Those are my 3 mainstays. Those are the things I know the best. And if I know you're good, I'll treat you good.
Because we want to hear good music and have some fun doing it.
fuck yeah.
And that's thrash and punk and
In a nutshell.
and Hoodrat.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, these dudes. Oh my God, Hoodrat. Amazing, man.
Satanic rat thrash, baby.
Yes!
Crossover, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I love it, man. I love
Yes,
it.
sir.
We
Hell
throw
yeah.
hails right now.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, real quick, we're gonna do the death metal pose, the black metal pose, and then we gotta usher you guys out. But give me some black metal. Thank you so much, guys. Hey, look, you guys love goat whore, don't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, dude.
We're gonna transition right now to this one of my favorite videos of theirs. They're coming to town in September at Gas Monkey.
We actually played
I'm
with
actually
Goat
going
Whore once, man.
nice.
They're fucking awesome.
That was what was it? A Goat Whore and
Casualties.
Yeah.
And Deicide. I mean, not Deicide.
DMF, wasn't it?
In Defense. I'm sorry.
Oh,
In Defense.
All right, cool.
That was,
I'm gonna call them later.
yeah.
So we say adios. Appreciate you guys. We love you.
thanks for having
Thank
us,
you,
man.
Very
Thank you
welcome.
so
You're
much,
very
man.
welcome.
It
We'll
was
take you
awesome.
out with a little goat whore here.
Fuck yeah.
Lots of guns and
Hey, Janie Slash.
Hi.
Yeah. Wow. Well, we transitioned. We had
I'm
Hoodrat
gonna
in here.
scooch a little closer to you so I can get off the
right.
bed. Or maybe I need to move this way. No, wait, this way. Wait. Yeah, there we go. Hi.
Yeah. Can we take a minute and just do something real quick?
Okay.
And that is,
what are we doing?
I was talking to Ziggy earlier, and of course, big thanks to Ziggy, our engineer. And so I want him to kind of talk to us for a second about gigs he's got coming up.
Okay.
That, as you might know, he's
What?
an on-stage
He does
comedian.
things?
He's a comedian.
He does things other than just being. He leaves his curtain, like his little like.
I know he's like hidden back there, huh?
I never see him.
So-
I didn't even know he was a real person.
Hey, Ziggy, how are you, man?
I'm good, Jay. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very good. So, all right, you told me you did have a couple of comedian or some comedy gigs coming up.
Yes, you can catch me every Thursday at the Backdoor Comedy Club at 8:30. You can also catch me every Saturday at the Backdoor Comedy Club at 8 and 10:15. So that's what I got coming up this week, and more than likely I will be hosting the Late Show on Saturday. So come out and check me out.
The comedy club, which one?
Backdoor Comedy.
Backdoor. I'm sorry.
Backdoor Comedy Club.
Backdoor.
Comedy.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. We love the backdoor.
We love the back door. What?
We do.
The comedy club.
The comedy club.
Also, yes.
Yes.
That was Ziggy, our engineer.
That was my attempt to be funny, and I failed.
Nah, it's fine. Janie Slash, you look so good. Who'd you bring in? Who we got here?
I brought in a couple of vampires that I found just roaming the halls.
We like vampires.
I thought they'd make some good guests.
Yeah.
What
All
are
right.
you saying?
So we have Rayne.
We have Rayne and Mike from the Vampire Court of Dallas. They're here to talk to us about some awesome things they have coming up.
Hey, Rayne and Mike.
Hey,
How's
good
it
to see you
going?
guys.
Do you like our little basement here?
Oh
Dude,
my
this
gosh,
is-
this
this
is like
is
a
nice.
fallout shelter.
I
That's
could
where I
live
want to
here.
be.
This is
We do call it the bunker
pretty
sometimes.
classy. I like this.
But we cannot call it the dungeon because that name's taken already.
Yeah. We don't get to torture people here.
I think
No,
we
we
can
still
get rights on
can.
that.
We still
No,
can.
no,
okay.
no. Just because we just don't call it the dungeon.
Oh, got you. Just like a
We
little-
can't. That's call it the torture chamber. Careful, careful. That thing is a weapon.
I like the. You even got some nice reading here set up for us.
I know.
That's
So
right,
you
yeah.
know,
Mr. Crowley,
I feel like I
yeah,
got
yeah.
weapons. I feel like I got good reading. I've got.
This is Grandpa
This
Crowley
is
right
the
here.
place you go for the zombie
Come on,
apocalypse.
man. Yeah. Well, look. Here's the funny thing about that book. So last night, Janie Slash went and saw Blondie
Yes.
and Garbage. Yeah, right here in
Yes.
Dallas.
Uh-huh.
You said it was a powerful, great
it was
show.
a good show. I don't know about powerful. But
Well,
it was good.
Well attended.
I think we're
also.
talking about that back door again.
Stay
Powerful.
away from my back door. It's always locked.
Okay, so Mike, I
lost
want
the
you to
key.
flip that book over
All right.
and then go to the bottom part. Read about the author. Was he a founding member of Blondie?
Founding member of the band Blondie.
Yeah, and what's his name? Latchman or something?
Lockman.
Lockman, yeah.
Yeah.
So-
You gotta get your German going on.
Lockman.
Yeah.
Luck.
He does not speak German.
Well, all the rituals sooner or later, I think.
All right. Anyways, that's just my little connect the dots to Blondie. Is he wrote that book about Aleister Crowley? Kind of cool, huh?
That's kind of cool. We didn't talk about that last night. They didn't talk about that last night on stage. But Blondie did come out wearing a bee butt on her head.
A bee.
Bee butt.
A
It was
bee butt.
double bee
Oh, I
butt.
saw pictures.
It reminded me, every time I saw her, I thought of Bram Stoker's Dracula. You know, the movie? Gary Oldman, he has the two,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It
I
looked
think
like-
it's.
That's what
Yes.
it reminded me of.
You know what's really
Yes.
funny? I saw the pictures from the show, but I didn't get to go.
Uh-huh.
But I felt like it looked like. I guess that's me playing too much Pokemon Go. But it looked like
It looked like
Electabuzz.
I thought it was
Looked like a
Pikachu.
Pikachu. It looked like a Pikachu.
I thought so too. That was the
Electabuzz.
other thing I thought of too. I was like, she looks like Pikachu because it's yellow and black stripe. That show was insane though. You
It's
couldn't
like
even
gotta
get
catch
merch.
Blondie.
Buying merch was like a nightmare. You're trying to get the line was all the way back.
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah,
just
she
kinda-
said it was just packed.
I had
in.
to go back like 2 or 3
Survival
times to
of
try
the
to get a T-shirt.
So,
What?
can we talk about Vampire Court of
Yeah,
Dallas?
that's what we're supposed
Oh,
to
you gotta talk about
Yeah.
vamp. I was just looking for a snack and I got pulled in
Yeah.
here.
We were
I
just kind
wasn't
of
a good
stalking
snack
Janie
for
Slash,
them.
and she.
They're just like
You're a good
she's not
snack.
a good snack. I'm not a good snack.
Oh,
You
no,
are a
she-
good snack.
She had like a little steak or a little person in front of a door, and we like, and then she closes in this gate, and we're like, oh
I'm a
crap.
regular Buffy the Vampire
So,
Slayer.
so I imagine. All right,
We'll
the,
catch
the
her.
the court is an appreciation of all things dark and underground, and but you take it from here. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Okay, well, I mean, there's two different wings of how we operate. Number one, that everybody is able to see very much. I mean, at all the venues at which we operate, the Nines, the church, And all of our events are primarily charity-based. We're the only 501 federally recognized vampire charity in the country.
No kidding.
And we're a lot of event promoters, a lot of talented folks. And what we decided to do, we're like, hey, we like dressing up as vampires, and we like running events, and we like having concerts and going to concerts.
Yeah.
We spend all this time, let's do something good at the same time.
Another thing is that a lot of times you find in the punk rock, the metal scene, that you have a lot of people that want to give back to the community, but there's a lot of faith-based organizations out there that a lot of times punk rockers, metal people are not very comfortable about participating in. So we are completely non-religion based, and we give an opportunity for scary kids to give back to the community for the good.
Yeah, we celebrate our weirdness, which I think you guys can sympathize with pretty quickly.
Are you calling me weird?
I thought this is pretty normal.
I think I'm pretty normal.
I thought this is pretty normal for our average days. Get closer to your mic. Sorry, he's never been
I'm
on
just
radio
kidding.
before.
I'm kidding. Yes, I'm weird.
I think he just wants me to deep throat the mic. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Well,
we just want to see you
get
put that big
close
old
to it.
ball in your mouth.
Okay, so Rayne, that was very nicely said, and I didn't realize that as well. And you're right, and it strikes me your events strike me as attended by the nicest people, the smartest people, and the people who don't like to go out in daylight too often, and those are the ones I like.
Yeah, pretty
Good
much.
kind of people. Yeah.
So that's why you
Good
find
people.
most of the times our events are in clubs.
Yep.
So not your standard place for charity events, but we are doing something good and giving you the
Heck yeah.
opportunity to help back.
Yes, very good. So what is the event coming up?
Oh, do you want me to talk about it? Okay.
Go for it.
So our next event is at the Nines, which is a really great venue in Deep Ellum if you haven't been. It's going to be August 26th, and it's called 9 Lives at the Nines, and it benefits NSYNC Exotic Cat Shelter. So the
Oh, cool.
shelter is where a lot of like lions, tigers, I would say bears, but there's not, lynxes, ocelots, etc., that have been injured because of people that have decided to buy them as pets and realize that they were a little too much to handle, which should not be taken as pets. So they've been injured, been hurt. So as the fall is coming around, the winter's coming up, they find themselves always in like a decrease in funds because this is the time when the animals really need the most care. So we're going to have a VIP time at the Nines, which is going to be like food, some entertainment. We're going to have a special presentation and maybe some surprises by NSYNC themselves.
So some reps from NSYNC will be there.
Yes.
Yep, and they're going to
Cool.
give a presentation about their cat shelter.
Oh, look what we got right there.
Oh, looky there. There's our flyer.
Very nice flyer.
Yeah.
Why do you keep looking at me? It's
That
really
is a great
awkward.
looking flyer. That is
I know,
really
I know,
great.
but you don't have to look at me. You keep
You're
like
just-
being
You look
like,
so good. She's stunning. Look at her.
She is very stunning. I look at her that way too. I have, I look at pictures too. and I'm
Rain
like,
makes the same face all the time.
I
though.
do. I really do.
So I don't really know if it's true. No, I'm
So
just kidding.
yeah, both of us give her puppy eyes.
I make the same face too. All our photos look the same. My
Yeah.
mouth is wide open.
We just look at each other with these like awkward, sexual, trying to be sexy looks. It's beautiful.
That's
It's a
why-
special relationship.
That's why we're friends, even though I don't know them and I captured them to bring them
Yeah.
in.
9 Lives at the Nines.
9 Lives. So what it's the real big theme of it is a 1920 speakeasy.
Mm-hmm.
So downstairs is going to be prohibition gambling. So we're going to have some casino tables, blackjack, crabs,
Craps.
Crabs.
craps. Sorry,
Yes, all the crabs, but
all
no.
the crabs.
Guys, come to the Nines to get some crabs.
But we
just
partnered
kidding.
with Elite Casino Events out of
good.
DeSoto. They were kind enough to donate a bunch of tables as well as help us out with a few more. And we're filling the entire bottom floor with old school casino tables, and we're doing burlesque shows on the roof under
Wow.
the stars.
So if you don't want to come to a burlesque show per se, you can go upstairs and see the burlesque, or you can stay downstairs and
And
deal
it's-
with the kitties and titties.
Is it Kitty-lesque?
It is kitty-lesque.
kitty
It is
lesque.
all kitty-themed burlesque routines.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, this sounds great. All right. So again, it's at the Nines. It's on Main Street in Deep Ellum, Dallas, Texas.
August 26th.
August
Yeah.
26th, and there it is. There, the flyer. Totally cool.
There's our flyer. There's just a couple of more VIP sections left, so
Yeah.
definitely get your spot if you're going to do VIP.
Are you still looking for sponsors?
We are still looking for sponsors for the VIP. What that gets you is if your company wants to have their logo over a table, we're going to print banners. So each table is like sponsored by a company. And it gets you just kind of bragging rights, or you can put your cards down there or any sort of promotional material.
We will promote
show.
the crap out of you. Any
the
sort of
crap
individual,
table.
yes,
Yeah,
at the
crap
crap table.
table.
Any sort of business that wants to sponsor a table or individual that wants to sponsor a table, it's $200 if you want to do a full, $100 if you're wanting to do half of a table, and we will promote you until the ends of the earth.
Woo, cool.
Because it's more money for the cause at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And so the money goes to NSYNC, and this
Yep.
is they're in Wiley.
They're
Yes.
in Wiley.
Have you been there?
No, we're going to go there,
Okay.
actually.
We're
You're
going to
gonna
go
go. Okay.
hungover on Sunday morning to deliver a
the
check.
Well, cool.
Oh,
All right.
okay, I got it. So you'll go after the event.
Yes.
Yes.
I thought you meant after next Sunday. I was like, oh.
No.
But for clarity, people can go to NSYNC and see these animals, right? It's like
It's
sort of
only-
like a zoo.
Only a limited time. It's not open all the time. You can only go on like Saturdays from like noon to 3.
Do you have to make an
Yes.
appointment? Because I know there was another place that I
It's
heard
a
of that
very
was
good
an
idea,
event.
too. They primarily bank themselves not only as a rescue center, but as an education center. A lot of the vet training that goes on in DFW and a lot of the internships that happen here happen at NSYNC. So their roots run deep, especially in the animal care, animal rescue community here.
Awesome.
That's why instantly a lot of our members overwhelmingly voted to support these guys for our next event. So,
I love that there's a variety.
mhm.
You have another event coming up, and then also when you did the event back in February,
Yes.
yeah, you were a different charity. So you're not
Yes.
just like we're just strictly animals or we're strictly shelters.
Nope.
Yep.
It's a variety.
We try and go for charities that are not so much like focused on one thing, but very broad spectrum to make sure it can kind of benefit everyone.
Yes. And we're primarily member driven too. So, I mean, if we're always open to new and unusual ways to help. So all of our members, everybody gets one vote. And regardless of position or how long you've been around, we all, it's majority rules. So, I mean, in December, we have Krampusnacht, which is in support of New Beginnings, which is an abused women's shelter in Garland, which we all voted on, I think, last month, wasn't it? Mm-hmm.
We did.
Well, this is great that a vampire group is engaged in 501c3,
yeah.
benefiting so many
Yeah.
organizations to help women, to help animals,
Yes.
and such.
Well, we got to offset the whole news story where it's such and such drinks blood and such does this and such. It's a lot of bad press that we're trying to.
It's a lot of silliness, isn't it?
There's good vampires out there too.
And
Yes, indeed.
Good-ish.
We're even on the docks for the next Bleeding Hearts at the church next year
In February.
in February, and we'll be doing something cardiac, heart related again. So
Yeah,
That
excellent.
was a great event.
That was
So
It
much
was
fun.
super well attended too.
Yes, it was.
So many people
You
there.
performed there.
Yeah,
You did.
I'm not talking about that.
Oh, yeah.
she made me drink blood out of her
I
packet.
did. She drank blood through my
Yeah,
It was
head.
Jenny Slash
delicious.
was fantastic.
Oh,
It was
thanks.
such a great time.
I had a good time. It was one of the best events I've ever done. It was
And
super
it's
fun.
been completely it's exploded since then. We've gone from it's actually our 1 year anniversary next month.
Oh, happy early
So
anniversary.
we've gone from 5 members to over 60 now
Wow.
in less than 1 year.
How do you become a member?
Visit the
good
Facebook
question.
page. Just search Vampire Court of Dallas. Will pop up immediately, and pinned at the top of the page is an application. Just fill out the application, and if you want to come check us out and you're not sure about us, we have public meetings first Sunday of every month at the Ginger Man on Ball Street.
Oh.
Come walk in. Come as you are. We'll answer any question.
So wait,
you
he
got.
can come like this?
Yeah, of course. Come as you
See, I
are.
told you could go like that.
You
Yes.
could come however you want.
If you come covered in blood, though, we might have an issue. 'cause,
Nah.
we
lots
don't
of
want
hungry
that.
people
Yeah.
around. I mean,
Okay,
Yeah.
then I'll stay home.
And for
Well,
the
I
record,
am always
it
bleeding,
needs to be
it
said
seems
because
like.
our show goes everywhere, and we just want to clarify for the record.
Yeah.
It's all fake blood when you're talking about having fun with blood.
I don't know. I performed.
Yeah,
I performed with Janie Slash before.
There has been some real
There's
blood.
been some real blood happening.
If you've performed with me, there's probably been real blood.
She's had some craziness on
I like to play, is it real or is it fake? When I look at her, I'm like,
What was last time Rayne and I were hanging out backstage? I was taped that maxi pad to my knee.
we were seriously this close to duct taping a maxi pad on her knee.
Yeah, because of that injury she
Yeah.
got on stage.
Yeah,
Poor
we didn't have
Rayne.
anything else.
Rayne was like, "You may need stitches."
Yeah.
I'm like, no, just duct tape that maxi pad around my knee. We're cool. And then the maxi pad fell on the floor, and then we were like,
Yeah,
"Never mind."
That's not sanitary.
Normally,
lost that maxi pad.
are you guys okay if we talk about Satan in the news for a moment?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Normally,
Go for it.
this segment of our show, we I'm not going to get off into a huge rant, but her eyes are moving.
I don't know.
Is there like a weekly world news like?
It is sort of. So our engineer he's got two things that either one to bring up. One of them is an unethical headline that I saw recently that I think was just terrible. Another is burning schools. So, okay, here it is. So Bill Nye is one of your favorite people, Janie Slash.
He is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so this is written by a conservative organization.
Bill Nye.
And read the title. Read that headline.
I'm not wearing my glasses. I told you not to make me read anything. I
Older
did.
people need to die for climate change. Now, hold it up there for a moment,
Hold
Ziggy.
on.
And so, look, this is so unfair. When Bill Nye was talking recently, and we're talking about this week, he was saying for climate change to be recognized, the younger generation needs to become more of the majority.
Yes.
And what he means is that when older people die off, the younger generation comes along, and that would probably help the climate change movement. And instead, you know, these sort of shallow thinkers try to make the hysteria that Bill Nye is saying old people need to die
Yes.
for climate change. And, you know,
Well, isn't Bill Nye older?
what kind of unethical headline is this? I don't know. There's so many
You
stories
get
about
one Bill Nye temporary
Well, I mean,
tattoo,
it's-
and you're like, he thinks you're good.
You have to consider anything, especially in the news in general. It's very much a culture where fear grabs headlines instantly. That's why, no matter what, every sort of news story pounds pathos, 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 which is, again, the argument from fear. And what they're trying to do is essentially displace all logical thought and replacing it with that kind of culture of fear. Fear grabs headlines before logic at any time because, again, we're conditioned as human beings, as vampires, as demons, to act on fear first. Wow.
Yeah,
that
no,
got
you're right.
deep really
No,
quick.
got really
no, it's
deep.
totally fine.
I'm afraid.
But-
I'm a little afraid now.
No, Mike. So I mean, you see what I'm saying there.
Yeah.
I see, and I wouldn't mind if a right wing organization wanted to write a whole article being critical about Bill Nye. That's fine. Let them do it, but don't put an unethical headline out there like that. Bill Nye says people need to die
But write it
for
based
climate
on
change.
facts.
You know,
Yeah,
Don't
give me
do
an argument
some,
from
like,
logic
attention
any day.
grabbing.
Yes. All he's saying is
Alternative
the
fact.
new generation, you know, the millennial generation needs to
Well, and
come
this-
into power. That's all
Yeah,
he needs.
well, and this was something that was brought up at the concert last night. Shirley Manson was talking about, the new generation and how we need to, start making the change.
We do.
We do.
Yeah,
She
she's
wasn't
right.
like all old people need to die.
And you know what? This is a great example right here of making the change, and that is giving back to your community.
Yeah.
For Genesis Women's Shelter and
Not-
NSYNC.
Yeah.
In Sync and
New
New
Beginnings.
beginnings.
New Beginnings. I apologize.
Yes.
Yeah.
Almost like a Genesis.
Well, what we're
Yeah,
finding
they're
is a lot of
same
the
idea, yeah.
different shelter.
the people that grew up like us in the early, mid, late 90s, attending punk shows, attending metal shows, having fun at all ages shows, we grew up. What we're finding is hey, we're going to school to be a doctor or a lawyer or be a professional, but at the same time, we want to have fun. So we're kind of banking on that because as you get older, you have that motivation, you have that kind of network ability. Why not do that and have fun at the same time?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And that's what you're about. That's
Yeah.
what
That's what we're
Vampire
about.
Court of Dallas. The other story was about burning schools, believe it or not. So this ultra right-wing nutcase actually is inciting terrorism in America. We saw examples of that yesterday, didn't we? Here's the
that's-
article. Schools teaching gender identity ought to burn down. So this article included the actual audio track of this guy saying that, and so he was actually saying that public schools, since they are not religious enough, we should just burn them down. This is an outright advocacy for domestic
Yeah.
terrorism. And this just needs to be called to the carpet. This is what religious nuts are doing. Is they're saying crazy things like this and getting away with it. That is a call for terrorism and should not be allowed.
Well, you have to remember, too, a lot of your religious groups, and I think there was a really good story in Reuters probably last year where spiritual but not religious and all-out atheists, by far, as people are kind of getting older, are starting to kind of break away from religion, and you're starting to see atheists. I think it's now like the second largest, quote-unquote, religious group, not religious, but religious
It's the
group in the US.
fastest growing.
Yes.
Yep.
So the church, especially your evangelicals, are starting to be pushed into a minority at such a large speed. They are freaking out because their entire base is starting to go away.
Shrinking.
With it, of course, money, participation, political power, things like that. As soon as you start losing numbers, they're seeing that power slip away slowly.
Yeah. And maybe as a
That's
result
true.
of that, they have to employ terrorist type of calls to action.
Well, it's
Scare
that
tactics.
argument from
Scare,
fear. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Scare tactics. You were talking about fear, and this is it.
Yeah.
This is it.
Well, that's what religion's based off.
Why
of
would
is
anyone
fear.
promote
Yeah.
burning down public schools?
Mm-hmm.
He also referred to them as whorehouses. I'm
They're
not
also
kidding.
religious goes to extremes. It's
Hey, that's
not
where I found my
there's
first
no middle
date.
ground. What? I don't want
School being whorehouses. I was like, that's where I found my first date. Is that what you-
Come on.
No.
Anyway,
But I mean, I think anybody.
in high
any-
school, that sounded really terrible.
okay, yeah.
But I think anybody.
that's
who's-
something I don't know about you.
No,
She meant school.
I learn new things every time I hang out with the vampire queen.
I'm an interesting person.
She is very interesting.
Hey, guys.
She's also a magician.
I am.
She's really fun to hang out with at bars.
Yeah.
And you get drunk.
That's how I pay for my drinks.
She keeps splash paper in her purse.
You used to work at that cool magic shop.
Yes.
Have you ever tried the disappearing trick where you like throw it, make like a little cloud of smoke, and try to disappear on your bar tab?
Oh,
come
my
on.
God, we're gonna do that next time we go out.
No, don't do
gonna
that.
happen.
We would
Don't
never.
do that.
We would never do that.
No, don't do that to
We
Wits.
would do
Wits is
it,
too
and then we
nice.
would come back and pay our bar tab. It
Yeah.
would just be for funny.
It would
for
be
dramatic
funny.
effect.
Just be like,
We would never
"Oh, it's
look."
too much.
Hey,
and then come back like 5 minutes later. Okay, what's our bar? Can I pay my? I want to settle my tab.
where were you?
Shits and giggles. What's the bathroom?
Just for shit and giggles.
Hey, did I tell you about the cool vampire movie that we were going to be talking about? It's called
Yeah.
Lilith's Awakening.
Did.
Yes, and it is a vampire movie in black and white, which to me makes it a little more.
Oh,
Cool.
It has.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't seen it, but the preview has a very David Lynch
Look,
feel
it does cinematography.
to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
feel.
It even has a scene that looks like it's from Lost Highway.
That Lost Highway.
Yeah, I
Driving
came
along
home
the
last
freeway.
night and he was watching Lost Highway, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
It's totally had a David
It's a
Lynch
great
night last
movie,
night.
but it
Yeah.
just was really strange. But he didn't watch Mulholland Drive. It's like that's the one you should watch,
That's one I should watch.
or Eraserhead.
I always love Racerhead. Oh my gosh. All
See,
of his
he doesn't watch horror movies, so we were a little back behind.
Is David
That's
Lynch?
okay.
Is David Lynch movies, are they even horror? Like, can you even fit them in a
Yes,
genre?
I would.
They're so crazy. Well, Mulholland Drive's really not a horror movie.
Oh,
It's like an extreme drama.
Well, maybe we'll get you to watch it.
Well, so I
It's like a
I think
what
that's the appeal
fuck,
of the
like,
vampire
the whole
genre
time.
as well, because I mean, you get a little bit of your horror influences, but I mean, you also got your drama and the historical nature of it. So I mean, it's very
Do
much
you
a-
watch vampire movies? We do. Oh, yeah. Okay, they sometimes kind of fall in the horror genre.
Of course.
Oh yeah,
So
but
our
I mean,
favorites-
it kind of straddles a lot
They're
of
more accessible.
genre and perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, they're more accessible.
His favorite is
for
like
the
Only
non-horror
Lovers
fan.
Left Alive. type
Yeah.
of
Tom Hiddleston, you beautiful bastard.
Pretty. One of our ghost walking tour guides looked like Tom Hiddleston at one time. I was like, is
Oh,
it
we're-
him?
Oh, was that
He
down
could
in?
have.
In Fort Worth?
Oh, Fort
The
Worth.
guy looked just like, I was trying to take a picture to send to Rain. It
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
work out. I was like,
Dude, if you sent that to
and
me,
he
Mike,
turned around. I was like, no.
if you said that was in Fort Worth, Mike would been like, all right, put on your clothes.
Let's
we're
do
going.
this.
We're going to do that ghost walking tour. It starts at that wine shop.
Ooh.
Hey, show me that bottle you got
They
in front
give
of
you
you.
a free glass of wine.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That was in the Stockhouse.
We have a virus vodka bottle.
Yeah, that's virus
see it.
vodka
There
and
we go.
potential new partner with the Corpsepaint show. We're trying to work that out, but I love the shape of that bottle and everything.
Yeah,
Virus
I
vodka.
usually when I try to sell it, I'm like, yes. They
Spread the infection.
Great bottle.
Spread it.
Hey, that vodka is very smooth.
Yeah,
it is
they-
does
Super
make
smooth.
some
They make a
really
fine
good
product.
cocktails with it.
It does.
And they
Do you
they
mix
actually
it-
came out Bleeding Hearts too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
helped us
sponsored
out.
us.
Oh, good. Well,
Yeah.
cool.
I remember seeing the girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Virus vodka girl. The
Yeah.
virus
The
vixens.
virus-
They were the Virus Vixens helped sponsor our event.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we really appreciate you guys being here and telling us about the event. And again, that's later this month. And it's
August.
9
9 lives at the Nines.
at the Nines. 9 lives at the Nines.
August 26th.
To benefit NSYNC exotic
Yes.
animal
Yes.
cat location.
Yes.
And you're gonna have blackjack tables and all of that. I
craps,
love it, man.
roulette, the whole deal. And then,
And
of course,
we do
burlesque
have pre-sale
upstairs.
tickets going on right now. The tickets do go up at the door. So
Where
if
do
you
you
plan
get your
on
tickets
going,
from?
Go to our page. The
Yes.
event page has them for sale.
And it's on our Facebook page as well as the Nines website as well. At the door, it's $15 Pre-sale is $10, and I mean you can also get a pre-sale VIP for $40 as well.
Nice.
And get a nice meal out of it, as well as performances and presentations.
Well,
and
wait,
everything
a meal from the Nines?
Yes.
Very cool.
Which the Nines
They've got
Kitchen is
good food.
fantastic.
And the food comes with the ticket, so you don't. There's no additional cost.
Nope.
Gotcha.
And we're gonna have meow-mosas and cat-themed cocktails.
Aw, I'm sad I'm out of town.
Hey,
You
look.
know-
So we're gonna say so long. We're gonna bring up actually the preview for Lilith's Awakening, which is that vampire movie I was telling you about, and then we're gonna be talking to the director. Her name is Monica. We're gonna be talking to the lead actress who plays Lucy. Her name is Sophia. We're really looking forward to that. So thank you guys
Awesome.
for
Thank
coming
you for
in.
having us.
Oh yeah, thanks for having us on.
Yeah, about Vampire Court of Dallas. Mike, Rayne, thank you so much, guys.
Thanks.
Heck yeah.
Bye, guys. Stay scary.
I thank God that I go to a church where my children hear this kind of preaching, because you know what? There's one reason why I did not commit fornication as a teenager. There's the only one.
Every time I close my eyes, I connect with the universe. I saw her in my dreams. Something watching us from Alex.
Someone there?
Sometimes I'm afraid of what I desire. Has this happened to you?
I'm gonna approach the vehicle.
Now she's coming for me.
Lucy!
That's our YouTube right there, the Corpsepaint Show channel. Janie Slash, guess who we've got? Monica Demes, Sophia Woodward,
Yes.
from the movie that we've just been talking about
The
for
trailer
days.
we just showed.
And the trailer, and that is,
I love the style of it.
it is stylish.
It's yeah, very stylish. That's not really what I meant, but yeah.
Lilith's Awakening.
You're like stylish.
So we want to talk to him. Let's talk to him.
Yeah.
Let's talk to him.
Let's bring him on.
We're going to connect on Google Hangouts.
Do we hang out at Google?
Yeah, we do.
Sweet.
We all are Google family. So, hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hey!
Hi. Welcome to the Corpsepaint Show.
That's-
I've been watching you guys. You're amazing.
Oh, we just try and have fun. It's a crazy show.
Thank you.
But thanks. Yes.
Look what I have here.
Oh, right.
Awesome.
I saw yours, so I got mine.
That's awesome. I love yours. What is it made out of?
It's from Mexico. My brother brought it for me from Mexico, and I thought it was a good connection because after Dallas, the film is going to Mexico.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
So they do a festival here and then a festival in Mexico.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool.
And I do want to point out.
Cabro Festival.
Great. I do want to point out to everyone who's watching or listening, and that is, if you're in Dallas, watch this film on Friday. If you're not in Dallas, get over here. The show will will be at the premiere. It's at Women Texas Film Festival here in
Yes.
Dallas on Friday at 7:00 p.m.
Studio Movie Girl.
Yeah. So, Monica, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're great,
We're
and so I think what we're doing is talking to you first, and then we got both. Okay.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Sophia.
Hi, Sophia.
Hello. Hey, Monica.
Nice to see you.
You too.
Good. Okay, so just so everyone knows, Monica's the screenwriter and director, and Sophia plays Lucy, the lead character who kind of goes wild on us in the movie. We unfortunately have not been able to view it yet, but Friday it is showing here at the festival, the Women Texas Film
really,
Festival.
really love the trailer for it, though. It's very, very neat. I love the style of it, and I love how it's in black and white. It has a very Lynchian feel to it.
Thank you. The screenplay was developed at MUM University at the David Lynch Master in Film. So maybe it got this aura of Lynch because of that, but also because it's a small town in the middle of nowhere, and David Lynch also likes that stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. No, it's definitely, you can tell it's not, you know what I mean? It has that kind of vibe to it, but I'm sure it's going to be its own movie, and it's going to be amazing. It looks great.
You know what I think it has in common? It's this vibe of the fear of the unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you watch Lynch, like if you watch Mulholland Drive or The Lost Highway, you are always afraid of something. There is a thriller in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hidden in the darkness, and you don't quite know what it is, but you are always tense. So this vibe is also in this film. In a completely different way. It's a very feminine film. It's a lot about woman's power. But it has this vibe of the fear of the unknown, of the darkness, of what is inside your head and you don't know.
I like that you used the word awakening in the title. It's such a profound, powerful word.
I like that, right? Lilith, it's for guys who like mythology. Lilith is the first feminist symbol of humankind. She used to be considered by the Kabbalists as the first wife of Adam.
Yes.
But she was thrown away from paradise because she didn't obey his orders. So she was condemned to be the first demon bloodsucker of humanity.
Yes.
Yes.
I kind of think of this movie as Monica's Awakening.
Maybe it's very personal.
Well, no,
Yes, I do.
I think also being a woman, though, you go through a certain type of awakening as you enter womanhood, kind of figuring out life and where you're going. It's kind of a common theme.
You know, the thing is, since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a vampire, but I didn't know why. And once you grow up and you become a filmmaker, you start to wonder why things were like this or like that, and you start to use those things as symbols, the things you do. So in this film, the vampire means a lot of the things I didn't know as a child that I wanted.
Yes. Everything goes back to our childhood, doesn't it?
Yeah. It heavily influences how you grow up and who you become.
And the things that scared you as a kid. And now she's able to control and make her own art from. I don't know. That interests me.
Maybe not control, but definitely play with it.
Play with it.
Manipulate it.
So we want to say hi to Sophia as well.
Hi, Sophia.
Hello. Thanks for having me on your show.
You're very welcome. And I donated a little money to your GoFundMe today.
I noticed. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. So, and we want Monica to hear this too. So we're trying to get Sophia to Dallas. And if she could make it,
It's amazing. She's a very cool girl, and she does a fabulous presentation of the film.
Outstanding.
See, we need
I would
that.
love to represent the film there. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yes,
that'd be good.
That would be amazing.
If you can make it, it would be great. And this is a cool film festival, Women Texas Film Festival, and I think you're one of the one of the only horror genre, which is fine with me, films. But you're certainly the premiere on Friday night at 7:00 here in Dallas.
Cool.
It's only 8 feature films there.
Okay.
So I guess they got one horror, which is mine, and I think they have a sci-fi kind of horror. I don't know because I didn't see it. I only saw the presentation of the films. So I think they have 2 dark films. That would be mine and this other one that I I don't know the name, but from 8 films, 2 being kind of dark, it's good, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Yeah, it
I think that's great. And I love whenever there's female horror directors or female, at least horror in theme or dark in theme directors. I think that the horror genre definitely needs to be represented by more females. So thank you for contributing that and making such an incredible, what looks like it's going to be an incredible film. And from what I hear is incredible.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? About the women when they do horror, they connect a lot with the blood.
Yeah, I agree.
And I've heard you say this before, Monica. Female characters in horror don't always have to be the victim, and that's what we are, I don't know, sometimes used to. But you turn that around, and we're glad you do. So, Sophia, when she's directing you, you're making this movie. You're in an isolated area of Iowa, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it looks to me like she films a lot of you or a lot of the scenes through frames, through doors, through glass, through reflection, through mirror. And I'm thinking to myself, what is Monica trying to tell me? That I'm in a weird state, I'm in an uncomfortable place, I'm in a reflective mode, or I'm in a I don't know, a dream.
Did you want me to speak on that?
Yes. that was sort of a question.
He's not very good at asking questions.
That's all right. Yeah, well, the ones that pop, like the scenes that are like that pop to mind are the ones with the mirrors, because there are quite a lot of mirrors in the film, and I like that because it's really symbolic, at least how I take it, and I'm hoping that this is what Monica had intended was, or that I'm understanding what it was intended to be, that it's like the whole story is about the character of Lucy awakening to herself to become, you know, the most powerful version of herself and free. So there's a lot of self-reflection in that for the character of Lucy. And so
it's symbolic.
It's very symbolic. And I mean, because pretty much the entire film, at least as I was playing it, was like my character was super internal. Like my character's going through a real struggle internally and might even be going crazy. She doesn't know what's happening to her. So it was actually using the mirror in the hallway. There's a scene in a hallway that Monica shot a really beautiful scene with, and it was actually a really awesome tool for me as an actor too, to use that mirror to reflect on myself as the character, you know, and then helped evoke the emotion that my character was feeling too. So
nice.
Yeah.
It seems to me like if you're filming a cerebral or an internal type of movie like that it's much more difficult, I would think, as an actress than a gore movie.
It's more, so it's more typical. So what's the question?
Well, I'm sorry to be so vague. I guess I'm just thinking to myself that it must be more difficult when you're filming a movie that is introspective and cerebral.
I guess what he's asking is that what was your experience acting on the film? Like, what was it like for you?
Awesome. It was like the most thrilling experience of my life, really. Terrifying and thrilling.
Is there a certain headspace you have to be in before the character? Like, because I know everybody preps to act different ways.
Yes. There were a lot of, since it was my first feature film in a lead role, I had was almost creating my own method as I was going. And I used a lot of different techniques that just kind of felt like they would work in the moment. Some stuff I learned in school, and some stuff I was just making up on the spot because I needed to get where I wanted to go, and that was what seemed like it would be most effective. So yeah, I definitely did a lot of different things to get in the headspace of my character. From getting really physically present in my body by even exercising before a scene, to thinking the thoughts that I would think that character would be thinking at that moment.
And what drew you to wanting to play the character?
First of all, she's a vamp. Well, don't want to give anything away.
Don't give it away. Just, yeah.
My character is badass. it comes to us. Anywho, she's very strong. She goes from has a wonderful transformation. I think that was like a huge element that made it exciting to change from one way of being to another. And every good story has the character goes through a transformation. I think every good screenplay, the character is actually a different person at the end, whether it's changing for the better or changing for the worst. And that's really what's most satisfying to play as an actor, because if you're not changing, then it's not as exciting, for me at least.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because whenever, when you see movies where the character goes through a lot and never learns anything in the end or doesn't transition into something, whether it's better and, worse, you feel kind of almost cheated in the end and like you wasted time. So it's good to have a good character arc and a development. Yeah. I understand what you're saying completely.
Very cool. Yes, very cool. So, Monica.
Yes?
I can tell you are very proud of what you've made.
We got 7 awards so far, and we've been traveling the whole world with the film, so it's much more than what we thought it would be. Because we had a very low budget. We were shooting in the middle of nowhere. It's everybody's first film.
Yes.
And yeah, we are really proud of what we got. The last film festival we were in the U.S. was Portland Horror Film Festival, and we won.
Yes.
Congrats.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It feels good to win sometimes.
That's great, though. That's great. Definitely well deserved.
We're rooting for this film all the way.
Yeah, I'm really excited
we are
to see
rooting
it on
for,
Friday.
Yeah, we're gonna talk it up.
I enjoy the film. It's a slow burning film.
Yes.
It's tense and it has a lot of symbols. It's that kind of film that you watch and then you go sit in a bar with your friends and you were saying, "Do you think it meant that when they did this?" If you
really,
like that, you're gonna love the film.
and so really, there's not an answer to that. It could mean different things to different viewers, right?
It does. You see, I was giving an interview to a radio station in Chicago, I think it was 5 months ago, and it was March. And then there was a moment when the woman in the radio station, she said, "Monica, is there going to be a Lilith 2? Because I would love to see a Lilith 2. And then I was kind of shocked because I didn't think how could a Lilith 2 be, because for me, the film was so closed.
Yes.
There was such a perfect end. And then I said, but how would it be, Lilith 2? What would happen? And then she said, well, they would go bite all the necks of all the other women in the world.
Well,
when you watch the film, you will remember
Okay.
this, because then I realized that she saw the film in a completely different way that I did.
Oh.
And that's amazing, because then it means the film has his own life.
I like that you leave it open to interpretation. You weren't like, no, but this is what I meant when I made that. You just kind of were like, oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's great. I really appreciate that perspective.
If you watch the film and you have a perspective, and that's the correct one.
Because there's some people, if you're like, oh, I saw your movie and this, and they're like, no, that's not at all what it was supposed to be about. And I was, oh, okay. And then it kind of almost feels like
when we can put ourselves inside the movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it draws you in, and a slow burn movie does that to me.
movies are an experience.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah. And this movie sounds like it's definitely an experience that you can kind of internalize and make your
Immersive.
own type of interpretation.
You were telling
If you guys want to talk about it afterwards, you go to the Facebook page of Lilith's Awakening and we can chat there.
Okay, great.
All right, very good.
We will. We will take you up on that. Definitely.
Yeah, I call it I from watching the preview and just kind of reading other things. I call it a cerebral movie, and that means, I don't know, just a little deeper than typical gore, right? Which I still love. Those are my thoughts.
It is. It's definitely a film that it is slow because it gives you time to think. And while you're watching, you have that time to think, but what is going on? But not because you are lost in the tension or in the drama, but because it means something beyond what you're seeing all the time.
Mm-hmm. Do you
or not?
Do you enjoy the screenwriting process or the directing process more?
I'm a director. I love directing films. The screenwriting process is very introspective.
Mm-hmm.
And you're all alone fighting with your ghosts. and writing and rewriting, and it can take. This film took 6 months, which is very fast for a feature film. But it usually takes 1.5 years of you and yourself writing and rewriting and writing and rewriting. And it can be very hard because you can be working for 1.5 years and then you think it's shit and you have to throw it away. Right? It's hard.
Yeah.
So yes.
And sometimes you think, oh my God, I wrote a masterpiece. It's so incredible. And then you give to someone else to read and the person says, well, maybe you could change this and that. And then you're like, oh my God. And you start rewriting and then you have to other 3 months of work, you know? So for me, writing is hard. But directing is like going to the war. The opposite. Everything that was in the paper changes. Like always something happens and it changes. And then you have to, in the moment that you're there, people are going to ask. And now what? And you have to know the answer. And it has to be the perfect answer for that moment, right?
Did you find that
for me, it's much more fun.
Did you find that some scenes that you wrote did not translate well into film and they had to be adjusted? Because I've heard that's kind of a common thing that seems to happen.
If you are a screenwriter, they always complain about that. I have a lot of friends, directors, who say, oh, I have such a disappointment when I go to the set and it had to change because it was perfect on paper. I'm not like that. I love the thriller of the set. So when it changes, I always think it's for the best. Because I think that the nature, human nature, and the nature that surrounds the film, it's working all the time to make it better.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
And you're saying something that's almost I don't know, just kind of deep spiritually. And I've heard you say that when you were screenwriting, you almost used meditation, or did you say subconscious, to put the story together?
Not only that, when I was in the process of screenwriting this film, this was the first feature film I was writing. And when I began the process of writing the character of the protagonist, I remember that I didn't want it to be a woman. I wanted it to be a man because I thought I would expose myself too much if it was a woman. So it was kind of a way of protecting myself. So in the beginning, I wanted to write about Jonathan. So I had a guy in the middle of nowhere working in his father's gas station. And he was there. And then on the other hand, I started writing a scene which takes place inside a car. There is a guy driving in the middle of nowhere in the darkness. And he stops the car because he sees this beautiful woman. She gets into the car and she was hitchhiking. And he takes her and they have a conversation. And then he stops the car in a place with no lights. And she asks him, why did you stop here? And then suddenly we realize that this guy might do something really bad to her. And I'm not going to unveil the scene. But in this scene, we realize that he messed with the wrong girl.
Yes.
And that this woman is actually something much bigger than only a woman. And then when I had to fit this scene with that character that I was writing, I wasn't going anywhere. I wrote a first version and it was not good. I got blocked. Then I started writing a second version of the story and I got blocked in the same place. And then I got a third version of the story and I got blocked again. And I was very nervous. And that's the point where I had the opportunity to talk to David Lynch about it. And I told him my problem. And then he said, if you're getting blocked, it's because somewhere in the story, you're lying, Monica. You're lying. And that's why you cannot tell the story. And then I remember the moment when I decided to make a male protagonist instead of a female protagonist. And I knew the lie was there. This was after the whole night without sleeping, thinking, where am I lying?
Yes.
So in the moment that I changed the character to a female character, and Lucy, which as Sophia's character, she becomes the protagonist. That's when that scene that I wrote with the powerful woman matched with the entire film, and the whole story unveiled itself. So when you say a spiritual thing, it's actually, I had the opportunity to have the spiritual guidance of this amazing and fabulous and wise man, which was David Lynch.
Yes.
Telling in a spiritual way, which was the problem.
He was kind of your spiritual advisor, David Lynch himself. And
yeah,
and so
because he didn't even know the story. It was just me telling him the problem, like a shaman.
Right. And so is the lesson here, be honest with yourself when you create art. And we know sometimes that's difficult.
If it's art, what you're creating, and you lie, you're not getting anywhere. That's what I learned.
Yeah. And what a lesson, right?
And I think you have
a great lesson, the best
one. A great lesson. So let's bring Sophia in. And so this is probably a character you relish playing, because I get the impression that she is extremely powerful.
Yes. I loved playing this character. Oh, if only I could say more about the details, but there is a scene that was I won't say what it is because I don't want to give too much away, but it was my favorite scene, I think, to do.
Yeah.
Because it was the moment of her transformation and coming into her own power. Because she's the whole summary of the movie. She's a sexually repressed young woman working for her father. I don't know if you guys covered this already, but working for her father in his gas station. She's in a loveless marriage, and it's there's a lot of repression, and her life is very, very small. And when the movie starts, and she's going nowhere and miserable, and so when the moment of this transformation occurs, it's very satisfying. Yeah.
Yeah. So the turning point happens, and from then on, it's all fun, right? For Lucy.
Yeah. It happens kind of near the end, so it's almost like the conclusion. And there are other moments that are, well, actually, that is really, now that I think of it, it's not really much fun before that for Lucy. It's mostly just distress. So yeah, from then on.
Yeah, in the trailer, you look very bored, working at the little store, right? Very bored, and that's what Monica wanted, I presume, is that look on your face. So it certainly conveyed it to me.
Yeah. Monica has a very clear vision when it comes to her directing, so it's really easy for me as an actor to give her what she wants, because she knows what she wants.
So did she give you good direction and good notes?
Yeah, very much. And then also room to play too, and that made a big difference.
And Monica, you channel the universe. That's what I think. You channel David Lynch, you channel the universe, and you recognize the energy that is around you. And like you said, sometimes it makes an edit or an improvement in a movie at the last minute or unexpectedly.
I like to do those improves, yes, but I was also very lucky to find such a good actress as Sophia. She won an award by the Iowa Motion Picture for Best Actress with this movie, and I must say it's very difficult, the work that I was demanding from her.
Yeah.
Because the camera is very close to her face, and she acts with no cuts.
Yeah. And sometimes it's just her eyes acting sometimes, right?
Yeah.
See, I think that's powerful. I wish we could talk much, much longer. And Sophia, if you make it to Dallas, please let us know. Reach out to me. Reach out to us.
How can we donate to Sophia's?
Yes.
How can we donate to your fund?
Oh, yes. So I have a GoFundMe campaign going on right now. If anybody's interested, they can go to gofundme.com/J, just the letter J, Sophia's Premieres, no apostrophe. It's gofundme.com/J Sophia's Premieres.
Okay.
It's been very successful so far, and I've been able to travel to a lot of other premieres from it with a lot of great support from the online community and my local community. So
Yeah.
fingers crossed it'll continue.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Man, we got to wrap it up,
Yeah.
Janie Slash. I wish we could talk to you longer.
Yeah,
Monica, thank you so much.
Thank you
and
for chatting with us today and joining us.
Congratulations.
Being here with you guys. Thank you so much.
Congratulations on what appears to be an awesome accomplishment in this film, finished under your belt and now at festivals. That's got to feel good.
Thank you.
And Sophia, you as well. Hopefully you'll make it to Dallas, but if not, we love you and appreciate you guys both.
Thanks for having us. This is wonderful.
Yes. Lilith's Awakening. Look for it. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh, fantastic. No, we only got a second. We want to give some big thanks.
Thank you to Ziggy, our engineer.
Oh, heck yeah.
Thanks to Little Spark Films.
Little Spark Films. Look them up.
Thanks to Voodoo Magic Designs.
Voodoo Magic Designs made our awesome logo.
Yes.
And they're great graphic artists. I really appreciate them so much.
They're really, really talented. So is Little Spark Films.
Check Ziggy out at the Backdoor Comedy Club.
Yes.
And
On
appreciate
Thursdays
all our
and
guests. So
Saturdays.
we had Hoodrat, we had our friends from Vampire Court, and we got to wrap it up, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Have a good night. See you next week.
Yeah, the Corpsepaint Show. Every Sunday we're here live. We're going to give you 90 minutes of live, great, irreverent shit. And also just talk about Satan and talk about movies and talk about metal and talk about Jenny Slash's weekly dose of horror.
Yeah. Texas Fright My Weekend. I am here with Dee Wallace. Don't stare at my boobs the whole time.
Sure. I do get comments from occasionally religious fanatics.
I've seen people stop and go,
wag their finger at me for reading Satan.
The Corpsepaint Show rules!